Hi guys, today I have a game for you played by Nihal Sarin. Nihal Sarin was an international master at this time, and this was a tournament that took place in 2017. Nihal Sarin's opponent was an international master from Iceland. Nihal Sarin was playing white and he started off with d4. His opponent played d5, bishop b4, e6 and e3. This is the London system, quite a very attacking opening with a nice bishop here. Like not much theory and quite a very easy setup to play. And c3, obviously this triangle, this pawn triangle, and we have a really nice position. Usually you want c3 and this bishop on d3, and always your aim is to bring the knight on e5 and probably launch a king side attack real fast, and keep your king probably in the center and don't castle anywhere, and hope for the best and try to open up the position as soon as possible. And black could be in a lot of trouble if he castles king side. So here we see Nihal using the London system to attack his opponent and open up his position. So his opponent continues with knight f6, knight e2 by Nihal, standard move. This is the setup. And bishop e7, c3, the triangle, c5, bishop d3 again, all theory. Bishop, so b6. The ideally is to bring your bishop here or here, most likely here, because since he already castled, there's no threat of queen a4 and then winning the bishop. That's a very common tactic. For example, let's say he doesn't castle, let's say he plays b6 here, and this move was played. Here, I would like you guys to pause the video and find the tactic which went. I'll give you 5 seconds. Yeah, here the winning move would be bishop takes, and this is quite obvious because you have a double attack here, and it's inevitable to defend against to check and protect the knight. So you go piece up here, and white is winning this game. So the casting allows for bishop a6 ideas. So b6 was played, and Nihal plays the classical knight e5 approach, getting the knight into the square and hoping for some queenside attacks with g4, bringing the queen to f3, g4, probably even h4, and just run these pawns down the board. But you should be careful about black's counterplay. Here, black played bishop b7, which I don't like as much, because he's just blocked by his pawn. There's not much prospects to open the position. I think bishop a6 is a much better move because this bishop's very bad here. As you can see, he's blocked by his own pawns. Even if he comes here, like there isn't an open diagonal. He's just blocked by his pawn. So I really think that the bishop's like exchanging this bishop for this very strong bishop, in fact, who's attacking the black king, eyeing down the black king. He's a very important attacker for the white pieces, for king side, for launching a king side attack. So here, since these bishops are eyeing down, you would want to preserve this bishop by playing bishop c2, but now all this does is open up this bishop, make this bishop very strong, and it even prevents you from castling. If there's a need to castle, now white won't be able to castle. So I think the bishop's quite well placed there. Black, if not better, he is at least equalized here. And trading would just lead to equality. So here you can play knight e6 and probably just grab this bishop to have like at least bishop for a knight kind of advantage, but it's nothing. It's here, it's just a draw position, I think. Just here captures, and we can just castle. It's quite standard position, not much to say. some rook d8, rook d8, rook c8, knight c7, reroute the knight, probably knight e8, knight d6, knight targeting e4. It's a very playable position for both sides, equal, completely equal. Here, however, there's also another idea. Instead of bishop a6, some people might think, oh, why, like this knight's quite strong here, why won't I trade this knight? This way it wouldn't be that logical because I would win the bishop pair here. So after grabbing the bishop pair, I have two bishops, whereas you don't, and this is quite good for white. White has a small pleasant advantage. However, I think the better move, if you want to trade, would be probably this knight to d7, because now knight c6 would be met with knight takes. So this would be a better alternative. However, there are, like, it's still you can probably play some g4 or even captures here. It's fine. You can just give up this knight and bring the knight to f3. This would be still fine. A quite fine position, I must say. It's equalish. But bishop b7, I think now white has a small subtle advantage, which can be utilized. Queen f3, very good move. Getting your queen out, probably if there's a need to castle, since we're attacking on the king side, if the king needs to ever get to safety, queen side is his only hope. So getting the queen out is quite essential here for the attack and for probably even the future safety of the white king. Now here knight d7, so now preventing this. Now knight c6 can't be played anymore because of the bishop. Well, Nihal Sarin just ignores this and plays rook d1. Now no more casting on the queen side. If ever situations get tough for the white king side's the option. Rook c8 and queen h3, just eyeballing the h7 square and having ideas of bringing the knight over. Quite simple maneuvers, but quite effective but simple. And white has quite the initiative, must say. Rook e8. Okay, it's not that great. I think, like, there's not much black can do here. Okay, h6 castling. It's equalish. Okay, rook e8 and now knight f3. Here there are multiple moves that can be played, but usually black is quite in an uneasy position. So here my idea is knight g5. There are a few ways to prevent this. So the first obvious way would be like h6. Okay, now no more knight g5, but here comes a nice shot. I would like you guys to pause the video for a few seconds and find the strong move. So yeah, the strong move is bishop takes h6, and well, okay, you're sacrificing the bishop temporarily. Takes and queen g3 and takes on f7. So you're just ripping open the black king. The idea is to get the queen there and probably even get the knight into play. So here and takes, so knight g5. But this would be definitely losing. I think queen c7 would be a better move. Queen c7 and now queen g6 is forced, and you're trying to make room for the black king, but here again quite a complicated position, but white has a small subtle advantage, which, well, a pawn up kind of advantage. Should be able to convert this with perfect play, which isn't that humanistic. So I would say this was the best option for black if you're going for this variation. If instead of queen c7, if the king takes, then it's mate. So I would like you guys to pause the video, try to find the mate. So we would move here, and knight g5 is a quite solid threat. The idea would be basically some bishop h7, bringing the bishop here and finishing off the game quickly. Here bishop f8 would be met with bishop h7 again, even rook f8, all of them lead to the same outcome. So bishop h7, here if knight takes, then it's a quicker mate. We just take with the queen checkmate. And if the king moves, bishop f5, and this nice checkmate. And this is great. So it's quite dangerous variation to play h6. Just the bishop sacrifice is justified here. The best move by engines think is knight e4, preventing this long attack on this long diagonal. But here comes some tricks. White can take, and here the knight must take on e5 and return and sacrifice a pawn. But white gets a good attack here with g4, ideas of g5. So again, just this position is very unpleasant for white, and if it's like an amateur game or even a master game, white is most likely around 85 to 90% winning this game. So this was the best variation, by the way. So if, for example, if knight takes here, just attacking the d3 bishop. Okay, here we can just take and take on f7. Nice shot, a very nice shot, and knight e5 and takes on e7. And this is threatening checkmate here, and it's quite frankly unstoppable. This knight d7, very strong move, attacking the king. The king can't move to g8 because of the queen, so takes. And you have some mild compensation, 2 pieces for the queen, which is definitely not sufficient. Yeah, white is definitely winning this regardless. So here we can just drop the queen back and win this no normal way, just by exchanging pieces and beating him in the endgame. So a nice shot there, knight takes f7. Well, his opponent played g6. Now I would like you guys to pause the video and try to find a shot which finishes the game, and well, in the next 2-3 moves, and black just resigns. Okay, the best move in this position is knight takes f7. A killer move, attacking the queen. Well, why can't the queen move here? Oh, the bishop. So now the queen's trapped. So what's the only move for black? To take. And here the other knight joins the party, and now he's attacking the pawn, he's attacking the king. The king has to move somewhere. If he moves to f8 or g7, he'll take, and he'll be forking the king and the queen, winning the queen. And even here, regardless, he's gonna win the queen because the queen is under attack. And again, this diagonal is cut, and just white's just gonna be a queen up, or like a piece for a queen, and it's completely lost, and black resigned here. So here, I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful game played by a very young, talented Indian chess international master at that time. Now he's a chess grandmaster and has a rating of 2,600. Very young, talented player, very comparable with Pragnananda. He's very good, a very good tactician. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. This showcases the power of the London system, especially in like these quick time controls. You can easily get an attack where your opponent can't calculate for too long on how to defend, and it can be very effective, these kind of systems. So hope you guys enjoy. See you next week.